In this video we will create a footer that is always visible. I have already created a Next.js project with Typescript. We'll need to install two npm packages. First is React icons and the other one is styled components. After these are installed, we'll install types for styled components in dev dependencies. We'll first create a footer component. I have a components folder in root of the project. Here create a folder footer and inside it create index.tsx. Here I'm using the ES7 extension of VS Code to add code snippet. We'll update this footer in a while, but before that, let's add it to our home page so that we can see the changes in UI as we make them. In the components folder, I'll create a folder named common. Here I'll create a file layout.tsx. In this file we'll import two things from React. First is React and then props with children types. Now we'll create const layout, which is an arrow function. In the parameters destruct children and give them type of props with children. Now we'll export default layout. We'll add a return statement and return a fragment. Inside the fragment add Navbar. I have already created this component. Under Navbar add a main, inside which add children. Below the main we'll add the footer component we just created. Make sure to import it. So basically what we are doing here is that show the navbar at the top. And under it show any component depending on the page, and then below it show the footer, and we'll not need to add navbar and footer on each page as we have added them here. Now we need to add this layout to our app file in pages folder. Here add a parentheses around component and wrap it with layout. Make sure to import it. So if we open the browser now you can see the navbar and the footer which is visible on all pages. If you want to add a login page you might not want to show navbar and footer on it. Let's update the navbar and add a link for login instead. First I'll add pages for all these links. In Pages folder I'll add products.tsx and just add the basic snippet in it. Make sure that the name of the file is same as the name of your href in next link. I'll also create a file for sale.tsx and add a basic snippet. And then login.tsx. You can see all these pages have header and footer. To fix this open layout.tsx and create a variable const route equals to use router. Make sure to import it from Next router. Create a variable let show navfooter initially true. Now add a condition if router.pathname is login, then make show nav footer false. You can add any path name here on which you want to hide the nav and footer. So now check if show nav footer is true, then show navbar. And similarly add condition for footer. If we see the login page header and footer is not visible anymore. As this video is about footer, I'll not be focusing on styling of other pages like login etc. Other pages still show the header and footer. Let's add some text in the home page as well. Open index.tsx in Pages folder and add some text. Now let's style our footer. In the footer folder, create a file footer elements.ts. Here import styled. And create a container which is a styled footer. I'll give it a background color of 101522. Width of 100%. Minimum height 70 pixels. Position, fixed. And bottom 0. Now create a wrapper div. Display, flex. Justify content, space between. Align items, center. Max width, 80%. Margin, top, 1.2 rem. Right, auto. Bottom 0. And left auto. Next create a container for logo that we are showing on the left of footer. It will be link from next link. Give it color white. Font size, 1.5 rem. Font weight, bold. Flex, 1. Now we'll create a component to show copyrights text. It will be styled.small. Color white. Flex, 1. Display, flex. Justify content, center. Now open footer index file. Here add the container, make sure to import it. Inside the container add wrapper. And within wrapper add logo. Since logo is a next link, we need to pass href to it. I'll pass slash to it, that means when we click on it home page will open. Here I'll give name of my app. You can see the logo here. Under the logo add website rights component. Here I'll add name of my app, then the copyright symbol. And then current year. Copyright text is also visible now. Now we'll create a styled component for social icons. Display, flex. Justify content, space between. Align items, center. Flex, 1. Then create social icon link, it will be an anchor tag. Color, white. Font size, 1.5 rem. Margin, 0 vertically 1 rem horizontally. Under the rights add social icons. And inside it add social icon link, make sure to import them. Since it is an anchor tag, give it a href and pass link to your social websites. Give target blank. And a ARIA label. I'll be using React icons from React icons/bs. Now copy this and paste it multiple times. Change the href and ARIA label. And also the social icon. Make sure to import all the icons. And this is how our footer is looking now. Now we need to make our footer responsive. If I decrease window size, you can see how it looks. In order to fix this, open footer elements. And in the wrapper add a media query. For max width of 820 pixels, make flex direction to column. So now if I decrease window size you can see it looks much better, but we need to add some spacing. In the website rights add a media query and give margin of 1 rem. If we see the browser now this is how it looks. But I want to increase the width of the social icons container so we'll add a media query and make width 80%. Our footer is now responsive and looking much better. Let's add some more content to the home page. I'll add a new component and name it Home Content. And also create elements file for it. Import styled here. And create a container div. Display, flex. Justify content, center. Align items, center. Padding, 1 rem. In the home content component add this container and add some text. And use this component in page's index file. This is how it looks now. Now open home content and add longer text. Footer is still visible but some of the text at the bottom is being cut off. In the container of home content I'll give padding bottom 80 pixels. Minimum height of our footer is 70 pixels so if I give padding bottom of 70 it will look like this. So to add some extra space I'm giving padding of 80 pixels. When we decrease window size height of footer is increased and text will cut off. To fix this I'll add a media query and give some extra padding. Let's also make the header sticky. I'll close all these files, and open my Navbar component elements and add some styles to the main component. Position, sticky. Safari requires a WebKit prefix so we'll also add that. Position, WebKit sticky. Top, 0. Z index, 10. We also need to add a background color. Let me show why. If we open the browser and scroll down, this is what happens. So I'll add background color, white. The responsive footer that is always visible is now complete. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified when new video is uploaded. If you liked the video, hit the like button and leave a comment. Here you can see the footer is always visible even if the content is small or long. Thanks for watching.